Saout gives up an ace on the button. Action now on the chip leader, Boika. He's in the small blind, facing only Johnson in the big blind. Blinds are 80,000, 160,000 to start play at this final table today. 20-minute levels in this tournament. Of every $10,000 buy-in, $7,000 went into the prize pool, $3,000 went into the bounty prize pool, or sorry, went to the bounties. There you see the current chip counts. Again, Boika up on top. 36 big blinds for him. Ludovic Geilich, 7 big blinds for him, the current short stack. But Aaron Johnson not too far ahead of him, so they are jockeying for position at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yes. Good result.
Action on Funaro here. Ace 10 off. He's got 2.7 million. Gives it up under the gun. Action here over to Johnson in the small blind. 3 deuce suited. Limps in. Vice in the big blind. King 8 off.
All in.
All in.
There is the jam. Quick fold from Johnson. So not much action so far. This is very much, or very likely I should say, going to be a pre-flop battle. The stacks are pretty shallow. The structure is pretty fast. There are bounties at play. Every KO is worth $3,000 in additional prize money. Action here over to Saout. Gives up that Jack 9 off after a little bit of thought. Couple of kings here for Oliver Weis. He's in the small blind. Frank Funaro, the only player left to act, he's in the big blind.
400.
Weis makes it 400,000 to go. 9-5 off for Funaro. Funaro gives it up, and Weis takes that one. I'd like to welcome all of our viewers in from PokerGO, the PokerGO YouTube channel, and select fast channels, including Pluto TV.
Cheers.
If you are watching on the PokerGO YouTube channel, I'd like to ask you to hit that like button, please. It's the little thumbs up right below the video. Smash it for us. As always, here in the YouTube streets, we like to get us up over 1,000 likes, so let's see if we can make that happen. Would also encourage everyone to subscribe to the channel. You can turn on notifications, that way you are always alerted whenever something new drops here on the channel. It is a double stream day for PokerGO. In addition to this $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty final table, over on PokerGO.com exclusively is the final table of the $250,000, or the final day, I should say, of the $250,000 super high roller, more than $5.4 million up top. You do need to be a PokerGO subscriber to watch that final day. 14 players come into the final day in that event. The top 12 will pay. Phil Ivey is among the final 14. So you guys can check that out on PokerGO.com. Rocco here with a raise, 320K. Action folds over to Nakanishi in the big blind. Nakanishi makes the call, so we are going to see a flop here.
The guy's gonna have 5 in the big blind next hand.
Ten, 6, 5. Top pair for Nakanishi. Rocco whiffs. Does have backdoor spades. Backdoor straight draw as well.
I don't take that long.
Minimum bet 160,000. Nakanishi does have 10 big blinds behind. A little bit over $1 million out there. 1.6 back for the Japanese player. There is a raise from Nakanishi, makes it 510,000 to go. Action back over to Rocco.
$860.
Raise to 860.
And Rocco's gonna fight back. Re-raise to 860,000.
Blinds should have been up last hand, right? Blinds should have been up last hand. Yeah. Really? They take this hand 5 minutes.
Clock.
Clock.
Clock has been called here.
We don't even have a floorman that's even saying the blinds are up or anything next
Yeah.
hand. What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm saying this happened last night. He was on the big blind.
Yeah.
The blind should have been up and he got away with it because it was an old
Yeah, that
rule
was all it was.
that they have to announce it first, even though it's into the next level. So inconsistently bad at their job. Or consistently bad at their job and inconsistently making mistakes.
Ludovic Geilich not very happy here that there doesn't appear to be a floor man
Who has our,
around the
who
table.
has our
Can you announce the
floorman?
blinds too, please?
Yeah.
Nakanishi
Yeah,
moves
yeah.
all in. Quick
Can you announce them,
from
please?
Rocco.
Floor.
Who's
Announce
our floor?
Can we have a pro?
Who's our floor?
I'm over here. I'll announce everything. I apologize, guys.
Yeah, but who is our floor? Where is he?
I grab you.
Hey, he needs to be here,
Yeah,
obviously.
he needs
doesn't
to
he?
be as
stand
a
here,
super turbo, like, I mean,
Apologize, guys. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, okay? Apologies, guys.
It happened on the bubble too. It was a disaster. It was like 7 people off. We were in the money. It was 80 to 73.
Yeah, next minute you know it was on the bubble. It was so quick.
I think they did it on purpose.
obviously.
With that pot, Nakanishi climbs up over 3.3 million in chips. Rocco dips back to 2 million.
He's having to phone, he's having to message him. He's having to message the floor for our tournament. How bad's that? Wait, he's on the phone here. He's not here. He should be announcing the blinds and everything.
400.
He should be overlooking everything.
Welcome sight here for Rocco. He
love
finds
the
2
extra man.
kings.
Picked him up.
Yeah.
Boika here finds ace-4 suited. The blinds did go up, as you heard the players talking about. The most vocal was Geilich. 100K, 200K now. Vice gets out of the way with 2 6s. Everyone folds. Rocco takes that one. Little Virgil with the 99-cent donation. Thank you very much. Straight into the coffee fund.
Can I use smartphone on the table? Go.
Thank you.
Action here over to the chip leader, Boika. King Jack off. Min raise to 400,000.
By the way, I'm saying, like, how bad's that? The floorman's not here. There's no floorman. Well, the blinds are up, and you know the old school rule, they have to announce it or else the blinds aren't up, even though it runs into the fucking level. You know the old school rule, obviously. I'm saying, like, the blinds are up, obviously it wasn't announced. I'm saying, like, but the foreman's not here and the guy's on the phone trying to get the foreman. Why? But why is nobody?
Ludovic Geilich still a little bit upset that the floorman wasn't around to announce that the blinds were up. They have been raised since then.
2 cards. Sorry, guys. 2 cards for
Soon just everyone all in. Soon just everyone all in. Like.
10 big blinds average.
Kanye Feast asking, will you guys be live for the 250K final table? Well, the final day's action for the $250,000 super high roller is running right now. It is exclusively on PokerGO.com. So we are bringing you free coverage of this $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty final table, but that event
650.
is airing right now exclusively on PokerGO.com. Ludovic Geilich here. 650,000 is the raise from the button. Geilich very short, has 100K back. And this one gets through. There we got some fun. A little fun on the rail. Geilich out of Scotland, a professional poker pro. 38 World Series of Poker cashes ahead of this event. 2 final tables. Made a deep run in the WSOP main event last year, placed 76th. According to him, he's been playing poker since he was 15 years old. He is now 36, so more than 20 years at this game. Johnson here moves all in with a couple of 6s. Nakanishi finds 2 4s. Into the muck those go. Ace Queen here for Rocco on the button. The shove is 1,125,000 from Johnson. So a little bit over 5.5 big blinds. Remember, Johnson recently had a runner-up finish in the $1,500 Monster Stack here at the World Series of Poker. That finish less than a week ago. Johnson taking second from a field of 8,704 entries. Rocco makes the call. Everyone else out of the way, and here we go. All in and call. Johnson, the player at risk with a couple of 6s. Flipping against the Ace Queen of Diamonds for Michael Rocco.
Good luck, guys.
Huh?
We need him to survive. I want the 3K bounty.
Yeah.
We need him to survive. I want the 3K bounty.
Jack, Jack 3.
On pas bougé pour
2
l'instant.
hearts, 1 diamond out there. The 6s remain
commencé en
best
SB, on a fait un tour,
for
là.
Johnson.
Et là, il y a un short à tapis. 2-6 contre As-Dame.
Ace of spades on the turn. That drills Rocco. You can see there in the forefront of your screen, Johnson getting up out of his seat. He's going to need a 6 on the river. There is only 1 left because the 6 of spades was folded. jack of spades on the river. That is not going to do it. We are going to lose Minnesota's Aaron Johnson. He takes home 9th place here in the $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty. A little bit over $45,000 in prize money for him. Michael Rocco collecting the chips, moves up over $3.6 million. He also collects a $3,000 bounty for KOing Aaron Johnson. And 8 players remain. Everyone now guaranteed $58,600 in prize money. The next spot up on the payout list is $77,400. So just shy of a 20K pay jump on the line right now. Not bad from Johnson, who went out there in 9th place for a week's work. 2nd place in the WSOP Monster Stack. Follows it up with a 9th place finish here. His 2nd place finish in that WSOP Monster Stack tournament netted Johnson $732,000. Geilich here, ace 4 off. Pushing a big stack of chips forward. Geilich with a little over 6 big blinds. You see the rail there. I see now Farrell out there. I see Chris Moorman. Geilich not all in, but does move the majority of his chips in. Action over to Boika, king, queen. He goes all in.
I'm ahead.
Geilich calls it off, and he is ahead. That is right. Ace 4 up against king, queen. Geilich, the player, all in and at risk. Here comes the flop. King 8-6. Boika connecting with that king, takes the lead here. Geilich looking for an ace. 10 of hearts on the turn is not going to do it. An ace and an ace only to keep Geilich alive. 5 of diamonds on the river. We are going to lose Ludovic Geilich in 8th place. $58,600 for him. His chips heading over to Aliaksei Boika, the chip leader, who increases his lead. He adds a $3,000 bounty for knocking out Geilich and brings the field down to 7 players. This is event number 57 at the 2024 World Series of Poker.
No.
$10,000 buy-in Super Turbo Bounty event. This event was the tournament that was won by none other than Phil Hellmuth last year. He won his 17th World Series of Poker gold bracelet and more than $800,000 in prize money. This year, Hellmuth almost ran it back, finished in 15th place. So he certainly made a deep run, almost reached the final table in back-to-back years, but ultimately came up a little bit short. Hellmuth did collect $28,400 in prize money for his finish, plus any bounties that he earned along the way. Rocco finds a couple of aces here.
Nice to meet you, man.
Raises to $400,000.
6.
Couple of 8s here for Antoine Saout on the button. Rocco's raise coming out of the hijack position. About 17.5 big blinds for Saout.
All in.
There is the jam. Wow. And he's going to run right into it. Rocco snaps him off. We got aces. We got pocket 8s. And we are off with another all-in confrontation here. Rocco has Saout slightly covered. So Saout is the player at risk. Rocco looking to earn a second bounty at this final table
Yeah, no.
if his aces can hold.
Yeah. But I mean, for big stack, it's not so bad. Because we did one point, we just like ripped.
If we continue to play yesterday, it would be much
Yeah.
deeper play,
Yeah,
much faster.
would be better.
10-9-4. No help yet for Saout. Ace is still best for Rocco. Five of hearts on the turn, a third heart to the board, but neither player with a heart. So Saout's looking for an 8 and only an 8 on the river. 9 of spades on the river.
How much now?
I cover. I have 3.7.
I have a cross.
He has more.
So it's
I think, no?
And we're going to lose Antoine Saout here in 7th place. As long as these counts are right, and they should be, Rocco should cover by a very small amount.
Can we not stop the clock for this?
Yeah, we ought to pause the clock for this.
3 minutes.
Saout, of course, famously third place in the 2009 WSOP main event for $3.5 million. Then in 2017, fifth place in the WSOP main event for $2 million.
Swiss 6.
3635.
Yeah, 3635.
Still breaking down these stacks, verifying the counts.
Just give me the bundle without the rest. Thanks.
You want to say pretty tight.
Rocco does win the hand with those aces, but now we're just trying to
Yeah,
verify
just a stick of that.
if Saout has any chips left or not.
Cool.
So bracelet means don't know tournament. Huh? Me?
I got like
Someone
100.
have bracelet.
Possible to chip raise a little.
He don't know.
So it looks like Saout actually had slightly more chips, so he is going to remain in the tournament.
持ってる人はトーナメント知らない可能性が高いよね。
What did you ask?
The chip raise on the chips. We don't need 5 chips.
Don't do it. Probably takes more time of the clock.
Yeah, do it without like between 10.
So our apologies there for the slight graphics error on the leaderboard. Antoine Saout does remain in the tournament. He has 70,000 left.
500,000.
Do you understand?
1.5 mil?
Yeah. They're over green.
With that pot, Rocco shoots up into the chip lead, slightly ahead of Boika. 7.63 million for Rocco, 7.51 million for Boika. We did get Saout added to the leaderboard back at the top of the screen. That leaderboard presented by our friends at Monkey Tilt. Rocco here. The blinds are now up, 125,000, 250,000. He min raises with 5 to 500K. Weiss finds king, queen suited.
was saying what we do. Oh. Oh, we actually do 125.
All in.
Raise all in.
Jam from Weiss.
What do you have greens behind her?
Quick fold.
Yeah, I'm just doing chip raise here. Like,
you
sorry.
for like what, like 5.2?
I have 5. Yeah. Now like close to 6.
Sure. Do you want to take it? Or? Do you want to take it?
2.5.
What's the small,
We're
125?
doing this in the middle of play, like as we get through hands and stuff. It's just,
But you can do it in between. I'm just trying to make it faster for you guys. That's all. Counting all the chips stacked.
what do you want? You want to?
I got you. I got
Do
you.
2.5.
I'm gonna do it.
2.5.
You had 5.2, right? Like,
A little more, I think.
Okay.
Maybe 5.8 or something.
Raise 500,000.
I think I would take one more rack, maybe. 1 3. It's 1 4. Or should I? That's 50. And 2 beats.
So Boika here, because Rocco raised folded on that last hand, Boika moved back up into the chip lead, opens it up with king 5 off. Nakanishi is going to move all in here from the big blind, couple of 7s for him. Fold from Boika. Shota Nakanishi takes that one.
2.3, 2.5.
Shota Nakanishi is a gold bracelet winner in 2022. He won the $10,000 short deck no limit hold'em tournament. Took home $277,000 for that victory. Saout still on 70K over there after losing that big hand against Michael Rocco. Boika, a couple of 6s here, comes in for a raise. Funaro, ace,
you have, Mike?
queen off.
started with like, I think this is like 6.8.
This is an
behind.
extremely interesting ICM dynamic with how short Saout is.
$6.8 behind, about a little less.
Players are
6.7.
guaranteed $77,000.
All in.
All in.
Next pay jump is up to $104,000. Funaro is going to move it all in here. Action folds back over to Boika. Funaro mentioning to Israel that it's good news he didn't get snapped. He could still get called, but at least he's not crushed by a premium.
And essentially 136 and 45. All in out.
Boika does make the call, and here we go. Funaro's ace-queen. He's the player all in and at risk up against the pocket 6s for Boika.
All in,
6.5,
all in,
but Saout has like half a big, so I didn't have to do.
You heard Funaro there tell Israel that Saout is so short, he didn't really know what to do. Ultimately decides to go for it. Boika does make the call, and we are off to the races.
No celebration.
Ace, 5, 4. Funaro connects with top pair, takes the lead. 2 outs for Boika. Jack of hearts on the turn, that's clean for Funaro. Seven of diamonds on the river.
Thank you.
And Frankie Funk is going to double up, get back up to almost 4 million in chips. Funaro has one World Series of Poker gold bracelet to his credit. In 2022, he won a WSOP.com online bracelet, the $1,000 No Limit Hold'em Championship.
$3.9 million.
A little over 3.9 million for Funaro now. Saout still extremely short. He's under the gun on this hand, so he'll be all in for sure on the next hand, but let's see if he decides to go with this one. Finds 10-5 off, and there is that 70K going into the middle.
All in for 70,000. 70,000 less. Yeah, it's less than 250.
Boika next to act has King Jack off. Bounties at play, of course. $3,000 on everyone's head. Boika did min raise to 500,000. Action over to Rocco. He gives it up. And aces for Buell. Look at this. What a time to find a couple of aces for Steve
He might have the
Buell.
best fold I've ever seen. You and Salvarol are close.
70,000.
Like coolest pitch.
Put 210.
You guys are pretty close. Either one he used though.
Buell plays it slow, just calls out of the big blind.
Everything else is on the side.
Keeping his hand as disguised as possible here.
Which one is side is it?
There is a side pot and a main pot. The main pot is what Antoine Saout is vying for. He is all in and at risk here. Buell and Boika still action on the side. 5-3 deuce with a couple of spades. Buell checks. Boika thinks it over, but then checks behind. 9 of clubs on the turn. $350,000 from Buell. Boika has just king high here. Again, Buell was the pre-flop raiser after Saout went all in from under the gun for his last 70K. Buell elected to just call from the big blind. Boika gets out of the way. Saout's not dead yet. He did connect with that 5, so he's going to need a 10 or a 5 here to crack these aces from Buell and stay alive. If not, Buell's going to earn his $3,000 bounty. River card is the deuce of diamonds. Not the card Saout needed. And Buell rakes in that pot with aces. Picks up a $3,000 bounty for knocking out Antoine Saout. And Saout is out the door with a payday of $77,460 here from event number 57 at the 2024 World Series of Poker. Six players remain. Guaranteed $104,000 in prize money. Almost $613,000 up top. And of course, the coveted World Series of Poker gold bracelet. Current chip leader, Michael Rocco. Just over $6.5 million for him. Action does fold here over to Rocco on the button. Raise makes it 500K. Don't know his hand just yet. Don't think he's put him on the graphics reader. Buell, ace-jack off from the small blind. Buell working on 17 bigs. Small blind versus button here, could see a jam. There it is. Boika quickly out of the way. Rocco also quickly out of the way.
I think it's a little less than that.
Buell takes that one. Climbs up over 5 million. Rocco takes a little hit. Still chip leader though. Appreciate everyone who is tuning into this event number 57 final table here at the 2024 World Series of Poker. $10,000 buy-in Super Turbo Bounty. It is a freeze out. Everyone bought in for 10K. $7,000 goes to the prize pool. $3,000 for everyone's bounty. The Helmuth made a deep run in this event. Finished in 15th place for a little over 28K. Helmuth, of course, won this event last year for his 17th WSOP gold bracelet. Nakanishi here finds a couple of nines. He's going to raise, make it 500,000 to go. Vice out of the way, and Shota Nakanishi takes that pot. Smile from him as he collects those chips. My name is Donnie Peters. It is my pleasure to be bringing you the action from this final table. It should be very fast-paced. So far it has been. Started with 9, we're down to 6. This final table is airing on PokerGO, the PokerGO YouTube channel, and select fast channels, including Pluto TV. For those of you watching on PokerGO.com, we very much appreciate you guys, our most loyal audience members. If you're on the PokerGO YouTube channel, do us a favor and hit that like button, please. We are up over 300 likes. Set the goal at 1,000. We always set the goal at 1,000, so let's see if we can get there. Also, please subscribe to the channel. PokerGO is streaming more than 300 hours of coverage from the 2024 World Series of Poker. We're just over the halfway point. Still have the World Series of Poker main event to come. That kicks off on July 3rd. PokerGO will be bringing daily coverage of that event from July 3rd until a winner is crowned a new world champion on July 17th. Action here on Weis in the small blind. He announces all in against Funaro's big blind. Same hand for Funaro, but can't play it given the action in front of him. Into the muck it goes. Today is a double stream day for PokerGO. In addition to this final table, over on PokerGO.com exclusively, you can watch the final day of the $250,000 Super High Roller. More than $5.4 million up top in that event. Jeff Platt, Brent Hanks on the call for that event. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who are doing a little side-by-side viewing of each event. Got to give a shout out to all of our mods. I know we saw Russell earlier, but I think he dipped out. But Teddy's out there, RMX Indiana. Appreciate you guys as always for helping out with our streams, helping keep the chats under control. Funaro jams there from the small blind, gets it through.
Blinds are up, yeah.
Blinds up again. 20-minute levels in this event, so it's going to move quite quickly. Chip leader is Michael Rocco, and he's only working with
13 bigs feels like a lot.
24 bigs? 20 bigs now. 150,000, 300,000 is the new level. Buell finds a couple of 10s here. Tony Montana, I see you out there as well, popping on in. Appreciate you.
How much you play?
5.4.
675.
Buell goes slightly over min, 675,000. Weis finds ace king off. Gonna see a clash here for sure.
All in.
There is the jam from Oliver Weis. King jack off for Funaro, but doesn't look as good with the action in front of you like this. He gets out of the way. Now it's on Buell. He's got those 10s. Does he want to put his chips at risk? And there is the call. And here we go. This is a huge flip. With more than 11.5 million in the middle. Weis almost can't believe it that he's in this situation with the ace-king.
Geht für alles gerade drin. Für ihn, für Ace-King gegen Tens. Suicide wieder.
9-7-7. The 10s remain in front for Buell. King on the turn. Weis takes the lead. He connects with that cowboy. Buell now needs to find a 10 on the river.
Let's go.
3 of clubs. Weis takes this one.
Yeah, cover.
These two are very close in chips once again.
I think it's close, but I cover.
We saw it earlier with Rocco versus Saout, how close the players were in chips. These players are close as well, so dealer going to break these stacks down for us.
It's 5-4, right?
I think 5-6.
If Weis covers, then Buell is going to be eliminated.
Yeah, you got him.
Sounds like he's got him covered.
Yeah, you got him. Good game, man.
It is confirmed we do lose Stephen Buell in 6th place. He's going to take home $104,200 plus any bounty money he earned along the way.
Good game.
Oliver Weis is the player earning Buell's bounty, so an additional $3,000 in his pocket.
Yeah.
You don't have nice 9-9.
I don't, of course I've not done that.
Huge chip lead now for Weiss. He's up to 11.75 million. 5 players remain.
Like,
Players are guaranteed just shy of $143,000.
yeah, with him in the big
And we're
one,
cruising along quite nicely.
need to rip more, flat less, or free less.
Anyway, it's a flip.
How long till break?
He was in a good shape.
Oliver Weiss, the chip leader,
I know. But I'm more lucky.
goes by Ollie. He's 31 years old,
It's my year.
Austrian flag,
Where was Big Blind?
I was a big one last
You
year.
were
good.
Big Blind?
Yeah, he was big.
43 World Series of Poker cashes. He has an EPT high roller title at EPT Paris earlier this
4,
year. Took first place in that one, 10,300 euro buy-in. Weiss won just over $1 million. A few other 6-figure scores on his resume. He's been playing poker since 2006. Plays online quite a bit and is a tournament beast in the online streets. Weiss, with this big chip lead, makes it 600K to go on this one. King Jack off. We started with 9 players today at this final table. The action has been swift. We're down to 5. Weiss is going to take that one there. Climb up over 12 million. Weiss has 43% of the chips in play. Happy to report that we just passed 500 likes on the video. Still short of our target of 1,000, but moving in the right direction. If you're watching on the PokerGo YouTube channel, first of all, thank you. Second of all, please hit that like button, hit the thumbs up. Let's go. Let's get us up over 1,000 as fast as we can. This final table, if you blink, you might miss it. Super Turbo Bounty. This is event number 57 at the 2024 World Series of Poker. Airing now over on PokerGo.com is the final day of event number 55, the $250,000 super high roller. In that event,
Show for 3.7 or
more than $5.4 million up top to the winner.
$4,250 now.
all those things.
Bubba Doug, he gets it. The more we like, the more free YouTube we get. That is true. The more engagement that we can take and report back to our bosses, the more likely they are to do some more free stuff on the PokerGo YouTube channel and elsewhere. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, show us that this is what you want. Rocco here is going to move all in. Ace 5 suited.
All in.
Everyone folds and Rocco takes that pot. He climbs back over 6 million in chips. 6-5 off on the button for the big chip leader, Oliver Weis. He's going to think this one over. Let's see if he comes with anything. No, sir. Fold. Small blind, Frank Funaro, 7-3 off. Gives it up, and Shota Nakanishi with a little fist bump because he gets a walk. He's thrilled. Look at him. Loves it. Nakanishi, the winner of the $10,000 short deck event
I started with
in 2022 for $277,000. He has one gold bracelet to his credit.
Frank, how much
So does
11-5.
Frank Funaro.
How about you? 3?
3-2. Just
Rocco,
under 3-2.
Boika, and Weis all looking for
3-1,
their first World
8.
Series of Poker Gold bracelet. Couple of 9s
3-1.
here for Boika.
6-5.
Boika did start today's final table with the chip lead. Still working on 14 big blinds, but he's now third in chips with 5 players remaining. He makes it 600K to go. Action folds over to Rocco. Finds 8-7 of diamonds in the big blind. Rocco does cover Boika. Rocco flicks in a call. We're going to get heads up to this flop, more than 1.6 million out there. 9s for Boika, 8-7 of diamonds for Rocco. And this is an action flop. 5-5-4 with a couple of diamonds. Rocco has 2 overs to the board. He's got diamonds. He's got not only an inside straight draw, but an inside straight flush draw. Boika, of course, with the overpair to the board. Ultimately 2 pair for him, 9s and 5s. Rocco first to act here. He's going to lead. 350,000.
Hä? Ich habe dich da gesehen und habe ich dich nicht gesehen. Ich brauche gleich nochmal ein Bierchen.
Boika comes with a raise, makes it 850,000 to go. Action back on Rocco now.
So dumm, dass du jetzt kaum mit Fenster. 300, ja. Bald aber 4, ich glaube 400 sogar Next Level. Ich kann ja mit halt. Läuft der überhaupt schon? Ich weiß, wir haben noch nicht so lange gespielt. 1 Stunde Delay.
Rocco clicks it back. 1,350,000. We have seen a click like this from Rocco before. He did it earlier against Nakanishi and then folded to a jam. That was on a 10-6-5 board. Rocco had ace-3. Nakanishi had flopped top pair with 10-9 out of the big blind. There's the jam from Boika. Rocco snaps it off. And here we go.
Gunshot flush draw overpair.
Sick.
It is Rocco's draw up against Boika's overpair. 11 outs for Michael Rocco. If he hits one of them, Boika's going to hit the rail. Almost 9 million in the middle. Turn card is the Queen of Clubs. The 9s stay best for Boika. Still 11 outs for Michael Rocco. He's looking for a diamond or a 6. It is the 6 of diamonds, a straight flush for Michael Rocco. The 9s go down in flames for Boika, and he's out the door. In 5th place, $143,000 for him. And Rocco skyrockets up the leaderboard, up over 10 million in chips. Now that was a river card, my people. Nice little straight flush for you. That'll get the blood pumping, won't it, huh? Huh?
Michael, you were big, right?
No.
Yeah, right here. I'm small, but
Rocco's small. Yep, we're good.
So we lose Aliaksei Boika. He started today as the chip leader. He goes out in 5th place, $143,000 from him. Final 4 players now guaranteed $199,300 in prize money.
still have 11.2.
Yeah, 11. Nothing changed, I think. Place the same? Little
I
less?
have 10.6.
Okay, a little less.
Rocco limps. Weis finds a couple of aces here in the big blind. He makes it 950K to go. These are the 2 biggest stacks. We currently have the haves and the have-nots. Weis and Rocco way up on top. Funaro and Nakanishi flirting with 10 big blinds currently. Rocco gives it up after a little bit of thought.
Yeah.
Dodges any sort of disaster there. Weis climbs up over 12 million.
Flush.
Thank you.
Rocco with the raise and take there. Keeps his stack up over 10 million.
$6.5 EVs. We're back to where we were. 6.5. Yeah.
Rocco raises again, blinds up to 200,000, 400,000 now. Rocco makes it 800K.
Thank you.
Everyone folds. Rocco and Weis virtually tied, just 55,000 separating those two at the top of the leaderboard. Funaro's down to 2.3 million, a little bit over. Nakanishi slightly below 3 million. Ace jack off here for Weis. Weis makes it 800K. It is Rocco's big blind, the other big stack at the table. He finds king 8 off. Rocco does defend, queen 9-4 with a couple of clubs. Rocco checks. $650,000 is the bet from Weis. Rocco gives it up. Weis takes that one. This is the final table of event number 57, $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty here at the 2024 World Series of Poker. My name is Donnie Peters. It's my pleasure to be bringing you the action in this one, airing across PokerGO, the PokerGO YouTube channel, and select fast channels, including Pluto TV. For those of you watching on PokerGO.com, curious if you're double dipping and also watching the final day of the $250,000 Super High Roller. If you are the truest of diehards, and we very much appreciate your loyalty. For those of you on the PokerGO YouTube channel, Thank you very much, as always, for tuning in, no matter where you are watching from. We're about to pass 900 likes, so almost to our goal of 1,000. Let's see if we can hit it before the end of this hand. It could be a quick one, so hit that like button. Let's go. Nakanishi all in. King, jack off. And action does fold around. So let's hit 1,000 likes before the end of the next hand. How about that? So this next hand that's being dealt, let's try and get up over 1,000 likes. Hit that like button. It's the little thumbs up right below the YouTube video. And then right after you do that, for those of you who have chat on PokerGO on the PokerGO YouTube channel, drop it in the chat where you're watching from. Let us know.
We just need to win 3 more. That's not hard.
Like so often, I'm sure we have a very global audience that is here tuning in. We do have Funaro and Rocco from the US. We have Shota Nakanishi from Japan. And then Oliver Weis, I believe he's from Germany, although his bio sheet said Austria, so.
I'm not looking. I think I'm an amateur.
Walk there for Funaro, and we did pass 1,000 likes, so thank you. Round of applause to you guys out there who are watching. Let's keep going, though. Once you achieve one goal, you got to set the next goal. That's the plan. That's how we do it here. That's how we should do it in life, so let's go. 2,000 likes, that's what I want to see. We just surged past 1,100, so let's go, 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 go. Seeing some of these locations coming in. Western Australia, Florida, Grand Rapids, Fort Collins. Incantations, thank you for hopping on in the chat. I see you out there. Mexico, San Bernardino, excuse me, Orange Beach, Springfield, Boston. Shout out Celtics getting their 18th championship. Sydney in the house, Myrtle Beach, Kissimmee, Florida, Phoenix, Connecticut, Scotland, Seattle, Cambridge. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, everyone's all over the globe. Weis here with a jam against the 2 shorter stacks in the blinds. Funaro has king jack off, and he's going to put his money in. Nakanishi out of the way, and Funaro's going to find himself in a great spot here. His king jack dominating Weis's queen jack. Funaro right over to his rail, high-fiving them for the position that he's in. But you heard him there saying, hold, hold. He needs this king jack to hold to get the double up.
That's a good spot.
If not, he will be out in 4th place. Another big all-in moment here at the 10K Super Turbo Bounty final table. Let's see a flop. 10, 7, 5. Backdoor spades would belong to Funaro. Eight of spades on the turn.
Aber er hat spades.
Weis now looking for a queen or a 9. A 9 would give him a straight. Of course, it can't be a spade now.
Spade.
Queen of spades. It's a queen, but it's a spade. Funaro hits that flush, and he doubles up to almost 6 million in chips. Frankie Funk ain't going nowhere yet. A little bit of a hit to Weis, but he was the chip leader, so he can afford to absorb that blow there. Dips just below 10 million. Still very much challenging for the chip lead, but it is Michael Rocco up on top, slightly ahead. Funaro up to over 5.9 million. So he leapfrogs up over Nakanishi. Nakanishi now the shortest stack. Nakanishi on about 7.5 big blinds.
595?
595.
Oh, 595. Thanks.
Queen was coming, like I said.
Queen 9 of clubs here for Funaro. He's on the button.
How much you start
Funaro on just shy of 15 big blinds.
10.8.
$4 million.
Raise 4 million.
Funaro with a committing race here. Makes it 4 million. Nakanishi out of the way.
It was 2
Rocco puts the Queen 8 off in the muck, and Funaro takes that one. So that's another million added to his stack. We are playing 200,000, 400,000 with a 400,000 big blind ante, so $1 million in the pot to start every hand currently. Blinds do go up fairly rapidly here in this Super Turbo Bounty event. 20-minute levels, so won't get too many hands in before the blinds do increase. Funaro here, first to act, Queen 10 of diamonds. He does have a little over 6.9 million now. Min raise to 800,000. Nakanishi's got ace 9 off.
I have like 7 million.
He's gonna think this one over.
6.9.
Behind or with that?
6.9 to start. If you had 5.9.
Okay, thanks.
Nakanishi does move all in.
How much?
Action folds back to Funaro, and he's going to get a count here on this jam.
How much exactly? 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 7.
2735.
And Funaro makes the call. And here we go. Funaro's Queen 10 of diamonds up against Nakanishi's ace jack off.
Queen 10 suited.
Nakanishi with the best hand, but these two are very much flipping. Nakanishi is all in and at risk here.
Ace 9 is at risk.
No shortage of action at this final
Ja, nee,
table.
Queen 10 soll gewinnen, aber dann wird's halt Deep 300. Also wird halt dann Even Stacks, nicht so geil.
Queen
Come on.
9, 4, 2 diamonds. We already saw one straight flush today. It was made by Michael Rocco when he took out Aliaksei Boika. Will we see another one here? 18 outs for Funaro. 8 of hearts on the turn. You see all of the outs for Frank Funaro stretched across the top of your screen. That's what Nakanishi needs to fade. And he does it with the 3 of clubs on the river. Japan's Shota Nakanishi doubles up, gets back up in front of Frank Funaro on the leaderboard. A little over 6.4 million for Nakanishi now, just under 4.2 million for Frank Funaro.
What was the total?
Oh, yeah.
Er hat ein bisschen mehr, glaube ich. Hat Blinds bezahlt, sind 800k weg.
Possibly a result of
Blinds sind 800k.
too many outs, as they say, in this great game that we play. Still 4 players remain here in event number 57, $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty. Almost $613,000 to the winner. And the coveted World Series of Poker gold bracelet. The final 4 are guaranteed $199,000 in prize money. Each bounty, every time you take someone out, it's worth $3,000. Those green and white chips that you see to our right of Michael Rocco there, the stack of about 10 or 11, those are the bounty chips. So that looks to be about $30,000, $33,000 in additional prize money for Michael Rocco.
3-8 with the blind.
Nakanishi here with Queen 10 of spades. He's first to act, fresh off that double up through Frank Funaro. Action here, as expected, fast and furious in this Super Turbo Bounty. Nakanishi elects to put his hand in the muck. Vice now. King 4 off from the small blind.
All in.
Funaro in the big blind. Vice jams. Funaro finds ace 4 off. And he's going to make the call, and he's going to love what he sees.
No king. No king.
Funaro recently doubled up. He was dominating Vice. He had King Jack versus the Queen Jack for Vice. Once again here, Funaro looking to double through Vice, again in a dominating position to do so. As he's done every time he's been all in, Funaro straight to his rail to let him know what's going on. 8-7-3, so far so good for Frankie Funk. Funaro is a World Series of Poker gold bracelet winner. Queen on the turn. Vice is now going to need one of the 3 remaining kings if he wants to knock out Funaro. And that's all Funaro's got to dodge. 6 of diamonds on the river. Double up for Frank Funaro. And his rail's loving it. Funaro now pushing $8 million in chips. Second on the leaderboard behind only Michael Rocco.
3-7-75.
Vice takes a hit. Back down to 5.1 million.
That's 3-8. Give me 5. Yeah.
The chips are flying. Please don't forget to hit the like button on the video if you are watching on the PokerGO YouTube channel.
I have like 8.
We're up over 1,200 likes. It actually says 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I have 20 big.
We hit our first goal of 1,000. I said I want to hit 2,000, so hit that like button, please. Let's keep on climbing. To the moon we go. Rocco first to act. His hand's in the muck. A couple of 10s here for Oliver Weis.
How much do you have?
Min raise to 800,000 on the button from Vice with those 10s. And Funaro's got a couple of 8s here.
2, 3.
Would expect a jam here. There is the jam. Kings for Nakanishi. Oh my.
I have 8.
15-minute break after the 10. We're going to race off to 5Ks.
And Nakanishi jams.
I need counts here, please.
Now, what is Weis going to do here? First, he's going to act for exact counts for his opponents.
9, and you have like 8, right?
Funaro is the largest stack. He does cover
5.
both Nakanishi and Weis, so
6, 7.
this is a very tricky spot for
5,
Weis.
6.5, 6, 8.
About an $83,000 pay jump. Wow, look at this. Flash sale alert as well as Weis gets the counts here.
No,
Flash sale means 20 minutes on PokerGO.com to sign up and get a great offer. You guys can see the offer right there on your screen. $20 off your first year of a full price of a new annual plan, plus a $20 PokerGO shop merch credit on a $100 or more purchase. Use the promo code YT20. Weis gets out of the way. More on that promo code, that flash sale in a second. We got a big one here. Pocket 8s for Frank Funaro, pocket kings for Shota Nakanishi.
Ja, ich wollte es nur noch mal kurz.
Weis got out of the way with his 10s.
Nee, der hat weniger. Aber der andere ist dann crippled. Der andere ist dann crippled, wenn er
Nakanishi did have Weis covered, so Weis did possibly dodge an elimination here.
Die sind eigentlich gejammt.
I think it's coming.
Gott.
Ace 10 6. Weis would have spiked a
The best play
10.
never gets rewarded.
Kings still best for Nakanishi. 6 on the turn. Weis would have had a full house. 10s over 6s. Deuce of spades on the river. Enormous double up for Shota Nakanishi now. He moves into the chip lead. Catapults himself up to over 13 million in chips. Funaro left sub 2 million in his stack. Weis there did correctly fold the 10s. He was behind the kings, of course, of Nakanishi.
Good.
Would have flopped a set, would have turned a full house, would have won a monster. But it's not about results, it's about process. And there we see that flash sale once again. This flash sale is running only for 20 minutes. So you have until 4:50 p.m. Vegas time. Sign up for a new annual subscription to PokerGO.com in the next 20 minutes. It's about 19 minutes now, so act quick. Promo code YT20. That's going to get you $20 off the full price of your first year, so it takes it from $99 down to $79. Less than $7 a month if you break it out that way. Plus, you'll get a $20 credit to the PokerGO shop on a purchase of $100 or more. I see Russell in the YouTube chat dropping the command for the flash sale so you guys can see the details there. Again, just about 18 minutes left to get that flash sale. Just saw a quick shot over of the $250,000 Super High Roller final table. Speaking of that flash sale, if you go pick up a PokerGO annual subscription using the promo code YT20 and save yourself some money, you'll also be able to watch the final day of that $250K Super High Roller. That is airing now exclusively on PokerGO.com. Here we have Weis finding Ace King, and he's going to move all in for a little over 4.3 million. Funaro is in there with queens. Funaro the shortest stack, and he loves seeing queens here.
Oh, yes. Ace, king, and queens.
The most classic of the races in poker. Ace, king for Weis, queens for Funaro.
Ich hab 8 BB, Bro. Kann nicht mehr holen.
It's been non-stop action at this final table, as expected, of course.
Ja, das glaube ich dir.
Funaro is all in and at risk. The blinds did go up
Queens is all in.
for this hand, so 250K, 500K. Funaro looking for his queens to hold.
Yeah.
Eight, six,
He has a
six.
heart.
So far, so good for Funaro. The queens are still best.
Yes, he does. I didn't see that.
8 on the turn. 6 outs for Weis. That's what Funaro has to fade. An ace or a king. If he fades it, he will double up. 5 on the river. Funaro does double up. Back over 5 million.
Tough one.
And Weis dips down to 2.4 million.
Not all in.
There you see the leaderboard. Shota Nakanishi up on top. A little over 13 million for him.
How much do you have?
1.4 behind.
Right.
Call.
All in.
I only looked at the first
Jesus Christ, what a cooler.
Rocco goes all in here from the small blind with ace queen. Weis, he makes the call, but what does he have? Looks like ace 9 or ace 10?
Ace queen is covering. Ace 9.
Ace 9 for Weis. He's all in and at risk. Bit of a cooler here for him.
It's 4 bigs effective.
Pretty unfortunate situation as of late for Weis. First, he has to fold the 10s, correctly so. Would have made a full house. Then the ace-king loses to the queens, and here he's dominated. Ace, 9, jack. Weis does find a 9 here. Both players connected with the ace, but it's that second pair for Weis that puts him in the lead. Can he hold from here? Seven on the turn, and it's the 7 of hearts. Rocco has the ace of hearts. A queen, a jack, or a heart for Rocco. It is the 3 of spades. Weis holds on to double up after coming from behind on the flop. And now he's back in the game.
This is actually so sick.
1.925.
25.
1.925, yeah.
That's 2. There you go.
Ultra shallow.
I'm on the button. What do you start with, man?
4.55. 4.55.
And you also have 4, 3.
All in.
Let's go, Shota!
Still 4 players remain here in event number 57, $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty at the 2024 World Series of Poker. My name is Donnie Peters. A pleasure to call the action in this one. Shota Nakanishi out of Japan, the big chip leader right now, more than $14 million for him. He's looking for his second World Series of Poker gold bracelet. He's going to get a walk on this hand. Shows it, and he's got kings. Yeah, why not? Of course.
Kings.
Players are guaranteed a little over $199,000. Almost $613,000 in first place prize money up for grabs. We are just about to come to an end for our flash sale. PokerGo.com. Use the promo code YT20 to save $20 on the full price of an annual subscription, plus get a $20 credit to the PokerGo shop on purchases of $100 or more. About a minute or two left in that flash sale, so head on over to PokerGo.com and get in there. Nakanishi all in here.
I think 4-1 with the blind. Out, like
Rocco here.
Yeah,
Ace
including the ante,
8
yeah.
off.
All in?
All in.
He does jam against Weiss's big blind. Queen 5 suited for Weiss. Probably on the closer side, being suited. We do have that queen. Got just over 8 bigs. Does give it up, does Weiss. Correctly so there.
I would have got through.
Dealer change here.
What do you have behind?
3-3 total with this.
Thanks.
All in.
Jam from Rocco there. Gets it done with the ace, queen of diamonds.
That's 8 minutes on the clock.
Yep.
Thank you. Another ace. Wow. I need 50 back. 50 back. Ace of spades, something. I don't. He was.
Octopi Poker, our good friends, want to send you to the Poker Masters. Enter a free social media giveaway. All you got to do is head on over to PokerGo.com/winmasters to enter. Complete some free social media tasks. They're very, very simple. Things like retweet a tweet, follow Octopi Poker on Twitter. Very simple things like that. Again, completely free. PokerGo.com/winmasters. And they'll be drawing one winner to come out to Las Vegas and play in the first event of the 2024 Poker Masters.
Raise, all in.
Funaro is all in here. Just over 2.5 million, so just over 5 bigs for him. Ace, deuce suited. Nakanishi does have him dominated and does have a pile of chips. Does he want to get involved?
Including the ante.
Including ante.
Nakanishi out of the way. So now it's on Rocco, 9-7 off. Not going to do it, so shove gets through there. Did he show the deuce or did he show the ace? Probably the deuce.
You were scared there.
What?
You were scared.
Oh, stop.
Nice pickup there for
You're the only one
Funaro.
less scared-
Adds
less scared than me.
1.25 million to his stack.
It's a Super Turbo.
Nakanishi here on the button. Big chip leader for him. He's got 53% of the chips in play. Looking to get his second World Series of Poker Go bracelet, but that hand's in the muck, 10-8 off. Action now on Rocco.
All in.
All in.
Rocco jams. Another one Weis is going to think about here. Jack 5 off this time. These spots are not easy. There are big pay jumps on the line. Right now the pay jump is about $83,000. Weis does elect to give it up.
Same.
Do want to remind everyone that this is a double stream day for PokerGo. Our production crew working very, very hard to bring you 2 events today. This event here, the $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty, and then over on PokerGo.com exclusively, the final day of the $250,000 Super High Roller.
I know, they're asking in production, 9 million.
Streaming.
Shove there gets through from Nakanishi. If you do want to become a PokerGo subscriber, you can head on over to PokerGo.com. 4 plans available, monthly, quarterly, annual, and a new plan, PokerGo VIP. You may have missed the PokerGO flash sale that we just did. If you did, sorry. But we do have another offer for you. Not as lucrative, but hey, you can still save. Just pick up a PokerGO annual subscription. Use the promo code WSOP24YT. Save yourself 20 bucks.
How much you start with, Mike?
On your first year.
7.9.
Rocco here, min raise to 1 million. Funaro has ace queen. Tricky spot for him because Weis is very much shorter than he is. Weis with 3.2 big blinds, and he's going to be in the big blind in a couple of hands. So let's see if Funaro ultimately decides to go with this. Earlier, he had a very similar spot and a tricky one with Antoine Saout being so short. Funaro ultimately did decide to go with that hand, which I believe was also ace-queen, if my memory serves me correctly. And here, let's see if he does it. If he does it this time. And there it is. He is all in.
2.8.
Wow, he took a second.
Funaro's happy he didn't get snapped off.
2.8.
Immediately looked at his rail and said, wow, he took a second. Rocco's going to think this one over. Rocco opened to 1 million. It's 1.8 million more, with Funaro being all in for 2.8 million. Rocco does flick in the call, and he's going to see that he is dominated.
Three.
Funaro's ace-queen well out in front.
This is the one.
Of the ace-3 for Rocco.
Aye.
Funaro just on the edge of his seat with every all-in confrontation here.
Ja, Bombe.
I wasn't happy about it at all.
Schon alrighty. Kommt halt auf den Baby drauf an.
Jack 9-7, clean for Funaro. He is the shorter stack. He is the player, all in and at risk here. Needs to fade a 3 to double up. 5 of spades on the turn. 3 outs, 1 time for Rocco.
Us.
Let's go!
9 of hearts.
Come on! Let's go.
An emphatic double up there for Frank Funaro.
Come on.
Up to 6.6 million. Hit to Rocco's stack. He's down to 5.1 million.
We're back, boys.
Oliver Weis still the extreme short stack with just over 3 big blinds.
-2.8.
It's probably going to be this hand or the next one for Weis. This one he's under the gun. Next one he's going to be all in. He finds 2 7s here, so it's going to be this hand.
$1.35.
1.35. Committing raise from Weis. Ace-6 for Funaro in the muck. Nakanishi with a king-9. Again, Nakanishi is the big chip leader. More than 50% of the chips in play belong to the bracelet winner from Japan. Michael Rocco still to act behind. He's out of the way. Pocket 4s for Rocco. He's going to call, but he's going to see that he's behind the 7s for Weis. Will it be Weiss's turn to double up?
あー大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。
Wieder gewartet, bis man 2,5 PP hat.
Komm, direkt eine 7 jetzt.
あおちゃんがあれなったんですか？へー
Ace, Queen, Jack, sevens, still good for Weiss. Just needs to fade a 4. Five of diamonds on the turn. Weiss needs to fade the 4 of hearts or the 4 of clubs here, and he'll score a double up. River card is the 9 of hearts, and Weiss doubles up, and that leaves Michael Rocco as the short stack.
1.6.
No one willing to go home four-handed. Chips are flying all over the table, left, right, and center.
I'm on a small blind.
And we're still battling.
$7.8 minus 2.8 minus 1.6. You good at math?
You like 3, Mike?
7.8 minus 2.8 minus 1.6. Or you can just look and see. Like 26 or something behind my.
Funaro out of the way, action on Nakanishi. He moves all in on the button.
9 million. Looks like. 9.5 million.
Doesn't. You have 2.7 just right now? 2.6 behind. Behind the ante or? Behind the blind. Behind the blind, yeah.
Six, 9.
Still four-handed here. Event number 57, $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty at the 2024 World Series of Poker. Live from Las Vegas. We are on PokerGO.com, the PokerGO YouTube channel, and select FAST channels, including Pluto TV. My name is Donnie Peters. It's a pleasure to be bringing you the action in this one.
All. All in.
Funaro limps, Nakanishi jams. Funaro folds. Weiss here. Under the gun fold, queen 7. He's still short. Blinds are now 300,000, 600,000. Funaro here.
Great.
On the button. Queen, jack suited. He makes it 3.5 million with a pile of those pink 500K chips. Nakanishi here, thinking this one over out of the small blind with king deuce off. For those of you wondering, we are bringing you the full stream for this event all the way till we have a winner. That winner will take home $613,000. We see Nakanishi get out of the way. Rocco's got queen 3 suited. But Rocco started this hand with about 4.3 big blinds, posted 1 for the big blind ante, so he's got 2,025,000. Gives that one up. Funaro takes it. Sorry. Shout out to all of our mods in the chat. Teddy, Incantations, Russell. Don't think I've seen Christy today, but if I missed you and you're out there, appreciate you as well. RMX Indiana, what's going on, my guy?
Grace.
Nakanishi here on the button, just puts the chips out. He's been doing this every button. Rocco here. He puts in his chips. He's got very much less.
How much is it? 11.25.
This is,
No, over there. I believe it's, oh no, sorry, 14.25.
1.4 and a quarter.
Yeah, 14.25 when you include the small blind that Rocco had out there for 300K. 1,425,000 is what Rocco calls all in for. Weiss now is in the big blind. Right about an $83,000 pay jump is what these players are on right now. That's the difference from 4th place to 3rd place.
Wow.
And he's in there as well. We got a 3-way all in.
8-6. Just 8-6 wins and we're heads up.
King 3 off, ich muss
8-6 wins, we're heads up. Just random junk.
7, King 3, A6.
King 3 and
Hat
8-7.
7, hat 6, 8, oh.
Nakanishi is the biggest stack. He covers both players. He's the big chip leader. He's got 8-6 offsuit. Rocco's all in with ace 7 off, and then Weiss also all in, king 3 off. Everyone's cards are live here. Anything can happen in this one.
No, I'm just kidding.
Again, Nakanishi covers both players, and Weiss covers Rocco.
That's going this side, or?
Yeah.
That's all mine, right?
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah. But
3-way all in. Here we go to a flop.
8-6!
8-6-5.
ja, stimmt.
Nakanishi hits 2 pair.
Bin halt tot.
Rocco's open-ended. He's got that 7 that slides in there nicely. Not much there at all for Weiss. You can see he has 3% here to win this hand. king on the turn. That does help Weiss.
Draw and open net.
5 oder 3 oder King? Ja.
The all-important river card next. And here we go.
Straight.
4 of diamonds. Rocco makes a straight.
GG, guys.
Nice hammer.
He is going to triple up. Weiss goes down to Nakanishi. He is eliminated in 4th place for $199,000. And we are down to 3-handed play.
One big.
Nakanishi remains the big chip leader here. 16.5 million for him. Funaro's second in chips with 7.8 million.
He gets one of them.
And Rocco, third on the leaderboard, 4.8 million in change for him. I see plenty of you out there wondering about that call by Weiss for the king 3 off. I think it just really comes down to the fact that Weiss is short, and because Rocco is shorter, if he can just beat Rocco, then that's the good result for him,
7-2.
right? So
7.2.
Oh, yeah.
7.2.
probably ultimately decided, you know what, my cards are probably live here, so let's go with it. And he was almost there to beating Rocco. He had that king on the turn, but then, of course, Rocco had the straight on the river. Nakanishi here jamming king 7 off. Full fold, and that gets it through.
6-5, 6-6.
And the bounty for Weiss, because Weiss did cover Rocco, although Rocco won that hand, it did essentially triple up when you include the ante that's out there. Weiss had more chips, so his bounty goes over to Shota Nakanishi, so Nakanishi collected the 3K bounty there.
All in.
Lot to unpack there, but I think we got it covered. Funaro here, all in from the small blind. Nakanishi not going to play that 9-4 off. We are approaching 1,500 likes on the YouTube video. The action has been flying here in this 10K Super Turbo Bounty, so let's see if we can get us up over 2,000 likes on the video on YouTube. Just hit that thumbs up right below the video, please. Also, if you would be so kind, please subscribe to the PokerGO YouTube channel. You guys can turn on that notification bell, get alerted whenever a new video or a new live stream drops. We got a ton of content that we're churning out here from the World Series of Poker. We're live streaming more than 300 hours of content. There are daily highlight videos, YouTube shorts, recaps, all that sort of stuff. So check it all out here from PokerGO. Nakanishi from the small blind, all in against Rocco's big blind. Rocco not going to play the 9-5 off. With the speed at which we're playing here, probably shouldn't take too long to ultimately get to a winner in this event, as expected, you know, being a Super Turbo Bounty event. Do want to remind everyone that on PokerGO.com exclusively, today we are airing the final day of the $250,000 Super High Roller Tournament. There were 75 entries in that one. Coming back today were 14. 12 got in the money, and there is more than $5.4 million up top.
Yeah, you're good.
Rocco here jams from the small blind and gets it through. For those of you looking to save some money on a PokerGO.com subscription, use the promo code WSOP24YT when you sign up for a new annual subscription. That'll save you $20 on your first year. Plenty of action coming up starting tomorrow. PokerGO is going to be streaming, I think, 4 straight days from the $50,000 Poker Players Championship. We also have, of course, we cannot overlook it, the World Series of Poker main event. That coverage starts on July 3rd. We're going to have daily coverage of the WSOP main event from July 3rd all the way until July 17th when a new world champion is crowned.
3.3.
Here comes Rocco. Committing raise, 3.3 million. Let's see what Nakanishi does here with King 4 off. Into the muck it goes. The likes are flowing in. We are getting close to 2,000, so keep hitting that like button on the PokerGO YouTube channel. Got a dealer change here. My name is Donnie Peters, flying solo today. My compadre Remko Rinkema is still a bit under the weather, but he'll be back soon. Very, very soon. Can't wait to get him back in the booth alongside me. I took a turn out being sick. Now he's sick. I mean, everyone's getting it here. Just trying to dodge it like we're trying to dodge bullets, baby. For those that want even more from the World Series of Poker, I would encourage you to check out the PokerGO podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. I host it alongside Tim Duckworth.
Yeah, of course.
We do episodes of the PokerGO podcast just about every day. I think we missed one day this summer.
You start with 5.
So batting a pretty high percentage.
I lost 6. 4.5.
Daniel Negrani is a regular listener, so if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for you guys out there.
5.
Again, that is the PokerGO
5.5.
podcast,
5.7.
wherever you listen to your podcasts. Nakanishi goes jamming once again, this time Jack 9 off. Rocco's in the muck. Funaro King Deuce off.
Let's go, Shota!
Players guaranteed $283,000. Second place is worth $408,000. First place, the World Series of Poker gold bracelet and $613,000. Funaro here in the small blind with 10-6 suited. Gives it up. More chips for the chip leader, Nakanishi. An overwhelming chip lead for the Japanese gold bracelet winner. Nakanishi won the $10,000 short deck event in 2022 for, I believe it was $277,000. And he's cruising along here with his sights on his second piece of WSOP hardware. Ace 7 off here. Probably going to see a jam against Rocco in the big blind. There's the jam and a couple of 7s for Rocco. He's going to call it off, and he's going to be in a great spot to double up. Is Michael Rocco.
7 7. 7 7 7 8.
Yep.
Michael Rocco, the at-risk player here, needs his pocket 7s to hold. Nakanishi could claim another bounty if he can come from behind here. Ace, King 6. Nakanishi does vault into the lead here, spiking that ace, and he's all smiles right now. And because he holds a 7, Rocco's got 1 out. 9 of clubs on the turn. Michael Rocco's going to need the 7 of diamonds on the river, or he's going to be out in 3rd place. King of clubs on the river. And Michael Rocco has been eliminated from the $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty in 3rd place. He's going to take home $283,000 in prize money, plus any bounties that he won along the way. It did look like he had a stack of about 10 or 11 bounties with him, so that would be another $30,000 or so in prize money that Rocco pockets. And here we go for heads-up play. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but PokerGo's newest plan is here. You can become a PokerGo VIP right now. And with it, you can get an annual subscription to PokerGo, plus access to Run It Once training content via PokerU. Watch and learn like never before. Join or upgrade today over at PokerGo.com. There is the World Series of Poker Gold Bracelet. That's what they're playing for, along with $613 in 1st place prize money. 2nd place, these players have locked up $408,000. First hand, Nakanishi's just going to put a stack of chips out there. Big chip lead here to start for Nakanishi. He's working on about 30 big blinds. Funaro's got 6 big blinds. Funaro thinking this one over. Thinking, hey, maybe I can be live here. If I got live cards, okay, maybe the price is right. We can obviously see that he's dominated by that 7-4 of clubs. He gets out of the way. First blow there in favor of Nakanishi.
I don't know if that was right.
We started with 9 players at this final table. We are down to 2. Of the 9, the only 2 players who previously had gold bracelets were these 2 players right here. Frank Funaro won a WSOP.com online bracelet in 2022. Shota Nakanishi won a live bracelet at the 10K short deck event in 2022. Funaro's all in here. 6-5 off. And there's the call, and here we go. Funaro, his tournament life is on the line with 6-5 off. Nakanishi's got 10-3 off.
See, Jack 3 could be ahead. Jack 3 can be ahead.
10-3, 6-5.
I mean, it's a pretty good result. I don't know.
Oh.
5, 4, 3.
Santo Dieu.
Both players catch a piece of it, but Funaro's got the biggest piece. He's got top pair. He's open-ended with that 6.
7.
7 on the turn. That's going to lock it up for Funaro. He cannot lose this hand. He can only chop if a 6 comes. King on the river secures the double up for Frank Funaro.
That was 3.
Just under 22 million now for Nakanishi. A little over 7 million for Funaro. Still battling here.
What is that?
400,000, 800,000 is the blind level.
64.
We are heads up. Event number 57 at the 2024 World Series of Poker. $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty. 486 entries began. 2 players remain. Nakanishi here on the button. 6-3 of diamonds. He limps in. Christy, there you are. Welcome. It's been a fun one so far. And you got here at just the right time because we are heads up. These two playing for a difference of more than $200,000 in prize money. But that shiny piece of gold between both players, that's what they're really battling for, the WSOP gold bracelet. King 10 off for Funaro. He's got 10 bigs on the button. Limps in. 7 deuce off for Nakanishi.
Sorry.
Nakanishi checks his option. Queen, queen, jack, open-ended for Funaro. His king high is also best. Check, check, 8 of diamonds on the turn. Funaro does have that king of diamonds. There's 2.4 million out there. Nakanishi comes with $1 million, recognizing that he's likely not going to win this one with 7 high, so might as well take a stab at it. Funaro calls. Queen of hearts on the river. Trips on board. $1.8 million is the bet.
How much?
1.8.
Funaro makes the call. Nakanishi shows his 7 high. King high wins for Funaro. An extremely important pot there as Funaro
No bounty?
climbs up
No
over
bounty.
12 million. Closing the gap quite nicely with Nakanishi, who's now down to 16.7 million.
How much do you? 7, 13.
King 9 of hearts here for Nakanishi.
11-6. 11-6.
11-6. Thank you. Thank you. All in.
Nakanishi jams. 5-4 off for Funaro. That's not going to be good enough. Into the muck it goes. We got some good rails here. A lot of support for both of these players. A lot of cheers every time they're involved in winning. You love to see it here at the World Series of Poker. It's electric, and it should be. Funaro's turn with the button, and he's got queen jack off. Funaro limps. It's been a battle of 2 strategies so far. Funaro's been taking more of a conservative approach. Nakanishi jams. Funaro's going to call it off here, And he's going to be in a great
Dead.
spot for a
no
double
three.
up here.
No three. No three.
Funaro's Queen
Not
Jack
again.
up against
No, three out.
Nakanishi's Queen 3
No
of
three.
hearts.
Queen 3, Queen Jack.
Queen. No three. No three.
If Funaro holds, he's going to shoot himself up into the chip lead. If not, Nakanishi's going to be our champion of event number 57.
Don't speak Japanese, English only.
9-6-5. So far, so good for Funaro. Nine on the turn. Seven on the river. Funaro scores a huge double up here, takes the chip lead. Up over 22 million for him.
Sorry? 10,800,000.
10-8. 10-8. Floor, what's the total chips? Floor, what's the total chips?
What? No, stop.
10-8.
Yeah.
10-8.
Really?
10-8.
Oh, really?
What's the total of chips for it? If you 29.
なんかすげえ得した気がするんやけど。Enough? Okay.
Wait, is it okay? What's going on?
Okay for me. Enough? I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I had 10-8. Yeah, I'm short. We got to call the floor. Yeah, I'm short.
How much were you all in for?
10-8.
So it sounds like Funaro thinks he's short on chips here.
I got to pay attention.
5, 6.
Do you want to verify with the camera too? Just this is for big spot. Just make sure.
So you were all in for
10 million 8.
10,800,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause this is 5, 6.
That you verified 10-8 for sure? Okay.
Yeah, because that's only 6.6.
So he owes 6. That's 6.
Not enough? Oh, 8, yeah.
That's 6. So we need 4.
Oh, no, well, there is the ante.
4,200,000.
So the ante is here.
Yeah.
So floor has been called here to verify the count.
Yeah, so 5 million.
We do know that
9
Funaro
right?
was all in for 10,800,000.
5
That
million?
was the count. The
So
dealer
this
did
is the
break
ante
that down.
Right here, 800. This is just 5 million.
I get too hyped up. I gotta pay attention.
5.8.
5? Coin?
5 million. 5 million even.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I seen it. There was 2 stacks of this.
Nokoru kara.
You don't got to worry about this online.
これそのまま流れたらどうなるんやろ。へえ、マジ
Okay, so we got that squared away now. Funaro's count at the top of the screen on our leaderboard, presented by Monkey Tilt, of course, is correct. He's got 22.4 million. He just didn't have the actual physical chips correct at the table, but we got it sorted out. Floor was called. Everything's cool now. Nakanishi here on the button with 8-5 off. He limps in. Funaro checks his option. Ace 10-9. Funaro best with king high. Nakanishi's going to bet at it. 1 million. Funaro calls. 10 on the turn, pairs the board, adds a third spade. Funaro comes with a lead here, 800,000. Nakanishi gets out of the way. Funaro showed a card. I'm guessing it was the deuce of diamonds. I don't think you'd show the king there. Funaro stretches out that lead a little bit more. Jack-6 of diamonds for Funaro. He's all in. Nakanishi's got ace-9 off. He's going to call this off, and here we go. Nakanishi at risk here for a little bit over 4 million in chips. Funaro with the Jack-6 of diamonds looking to secure first place.
Whoa.
Jack-6-4. Funaro, top 2 pair. Nakanishi's chances are slim, but he's not out of it yet.
Let's go!
Jack on the turn. Full house for Frank Funaro. The whole funk takes home his second World Series of Poker gold bracelet. He wins event number 57, $10,000 Super Turbo Bounty here at the 2024 World Series of Poker. Funaro collects $612,997 in prize money, topping a field of 486 entries. Shota Nakanishi, a great showing by him. $408,000 for the Japanese player. A very good showing. Very great payday there for him. I'm sure we'll see Nakanishi before. Yes, the final bounty does need to go over to Frank Funaro. Extra $3,000 for him. And Funaro's going to celebrate. He's not even going to worry about that $3,000 bounty. He's holding that bracelet up, his second. He has won online. 2022, he won a $1,000 WSOP.com event. But here, he does it in the live realm for his second piece of WSOP hardware. Congratulations to Frank Funaro. I encourage everyone to head over to PokerGO.com to watch the finale of the $250,000 Super High Roller. I'm Donnie Peters. It was my pleasure to call the action here. We're out from Las Vegas. We'll see you next time.